Hey, this is the Third World server, and in today's video, I got a few things to show you guys. The first is the Guild of Nations, and it is this very noticeable new building at spawn, and it's mostly empty right now, but its purpose is to serve as a place where people can display the banner patterns that they are using themselves for whatever reasons, personal or for role play purposes, for whatever kingdom they're building or whatever. As I've done right here with a banner for Sand Kingdom, it says the name of the kingdom or nation, and it's got my username right below there. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's like any kind of rule there where players can't use the banners that are similar or duplicates that other players have used. I'm not going to bother moderating something as stupid as that, but it just seemed it's something people have mentioned, like, oh, we should have a place where people could sort of just display what banners they're using, what patterns they're using. So here's such a place, and there's plenty of wall space for people to just put them up. I don't really foresee us using all of the space. And also another thing to mention, it's people aren't exclusively limited to just one spot. So, you know, although I would discourage, people from putting like a ridiculous amount, I'll just sort of wing it, I guess, as far as what I decide. If, someone puts up 20 banners, that's just too much unless they've legitimately and like significantly built like 20 different things or whatever. Then that's fine, I guess. And the other thing to show, I guess I'll fly around this building just to show it off. It's pretty much complete. I'm going to have Turns the Page build a dome thing on the top here. I haven't asked him to do it yet, so theoretically he might say no, but I doubt it. Especially since I'm going to pay him like $25,000, or offer to pay him 25,000 server dollars. The other thing is over this way. It is east of spawn, not very far. It's right now I've been calling it Freetown. It's also been colloquially referred to as Noob City, but it's basically a walled off area that has empty plots in it. You can start to see it right there. And basically its purpose is in preparation for me advertising the server and getting more new people onto the server. And the last time I did this, I didn't really put too much effort into it, but I did end up overall. Okay, I can demonstrate this here. So you can see right there, we have like that's how many people have logged into the server total. So before I started advertising the server, it was somewhere around like 180. So almost half of the people that have visited the server since that have been mostly random people, which I mostly assume that they got the IP address from where I was advertising it. Now, the issue is, this is new. I'll check that out in a moment. So the main issue why pretty much 95% of the people logged off and never came back on is just there wasn't really anything for anyone to sort of group up and do. That was like everyone that sort of came on, one of their immediate first things that they ask is, where's everybody building? And the most active player base on the server has always been, the last few years, people sort of just going off really far distance to build on very large projects by themselves, and they don't really want other people, especially people that they're not used to or have played with a significant amounts. They don't want people to go near them. So that's kind of antisocial and not very good for bringing in new people, or at least keeping new people who log on. So they've sort of dedicated a space where the new people can log onto the server, and when they ask, oh, where's everyone building, they'll say, hey, there's this town right over here where everyone's building. So just addressing this is probably anyone who's watching this, and you guys who are watching this, are, regular players, veterans of the Third World server. I'm not going to say don't build here. I'm not really going to do that, but the purpose of this town is to sort of get people to come in here. And there's about 8, 12, so there's 24 minus 2, so there's 22 slots, so that's, theoretically 22 new people to come in and claim the spot and build. So if, like, a significant number of the veterans of the Third World server just sort of took up those spots, that would be less potential slots for new people. Now, one of the things I'm definitely going to do is, as far as you might wonder, like, what happens if someone just sort of builds something random and then just never does anything with it. The plan is to tear down abandoned structures. Like, this guy has not been back since the 17th of January. I doubt he'll be back. So if he doesn't come back in like 2 months, so 3-17, and he hasn't logged on at all and done anything with this, I'm going to go ahead and tear it down because it's been clearly abandoned. But while I get this out, let's see who did this. Sonic Man. I recognize that name. He's logged on a couple of times, but I have not seen him since last time. But okay, so yeah, so this is the town hall. And this was actually built by Turns the Page. I asked Turns the Page to build something nice here, just so that it looks, like it's already started. If I just leave, if we just have like a blank city with nothing built in it, it's not going to really encourage people to invest in it. In sort of a way where, people want to build next to something that looks cool. Generally, at least that's what I've noticed with the people who log onto the Third World server for the first time, is they tend to like migrate to whoever they can get close to who's online and build near their stuff, and it usually annoys people, at least like people like Justin Martyr or perhaps Turns the Page. They get kind of annoyed when that happens. New people log on and just go straight towards them and start building right next to them. And I also built this, so this is sort of like an inn. I mostly built it so that there's just a dedicated spot in the town that has beds. So pretty much all the practical purposes have been served. But yeah, that is the new stuff added to the server. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.